What's up, YouTubers? It's me, Jaguar Productions, doing a movie review on The Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim Ring. Now, before we start, I just wanted to apologize deeply for that I haven't really been doing much video for a while now. I've been very busy with stuff regarding school, grades, work, college stuff. You know the gist. I'm sure you all do. And again, I really am sorry. So yeah, hope you're doing well out there and having a good Christmas season so far. So yeah. Anyway, just now going into my thoughts on the film. Before it came out, I had a feeling it was gonna get mixed reviews and stuff, considering it's a film that takes part of a series that that everyone knows and loves, but it's not. It takes place before, and plus it's got different characters, and things like that don't tend to get a lot of good stuff, reviews and stuff. I mean, we've all seen it before, but with Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, Legend of Korra, Baruto, there's also Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, stuff that takes place in a universe people know, but just different characters. So I think we've all seen that before, and So really going to my thoughts of the film, I was very mixed about, on one hand, I loved the animation of it. I thought it was very artistic in terms of style and anime. I thought it was really good. And on the other hand, I thought the story was okay. It's all about a war that takes place a couple of centuries, before the War of the Rings. It was kind of cool. Yeah, you have Hera facing off against Wolf because she doesn't want to marry him, and Hera's father ends up accidentally murdering Wolf's father, which led to him wanting revenge. So yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting. And plus, he had some cool moments with Hera discovering some dark elements, there being a traitor in her father's midst, and how they retreat to a facility and try to prepare for a final battle. Not to mention you have Wolf trying to making Hera's father suffer and stuff, and even making his own men suffer, how he deceived most of them just to get his own revenge. That was a very kind of interesting villain arc. Of course I've seen it. Of course people have seen it many times before. And how with Hera dressed up in a white suit fighting off against Wolf, since the suit was meant to be made for weddings. I guess that was kind of a cool symbolism, because of how she never wanted to marry him and how Hera never wanted to marry Wolf. So I guess it's kind of ironic but cool in a way. And so not to mention, in the end, she learned about how there was a few orcs that took possession of some of the rings, and in the end she decides to visit Gandalf. That was kind of a cool reference. All in all, I thought the story was kind of okay and the characters were nice, but it had a lot of symbolism and stuff, with Hera's suit, the giant bird, So really, I thought the story was all in all okay. It didn't really feel connected to the whole Lord of the Rings storyline, despite it being part of the series. But I get that the point was supposed to be there was a war before the War of the Rings. I get that, but still, it just didn't really feel connected. I'm not exactly sure what exactly would have made the movie better. But if I had to guess, what may have been better if somehow Wolf was in possession of some of the rings. It didn't have to exactly be the one that the Frodo have, where he made him turn invisible when he put it on. It could have been one of the other rings with different powers, and he was using them when he was fighting Hera. And when Hera defeated him, she saw the rings, she took possession of them, and decides to take to Gandalf, and like maybe that would have been like maybe somehow more interesting connection to the series, and like maybe in fact I think maybe instead of being about the War of Horheimen, it could have been more about the discovery of the rings. Because, you know, because, like, again, it could have been about how the antagonist found the rings, was using them against Tara, and when she defeats them, she takes possession of it and decides to bring them to Gandalf. That would have made the story a little more connected to the entire series. Like, I think it would have been better like that. Instead of, like, being about just the war, it could have been about the discovery of the rings. Like, really, I think that would have been a much better storyline for the entire movie. So, yeah. Now, going into my giving it my score. Again, before I was very mixed on the film, considering it had about 3 stars in terms of, on the internet. Not to mention, like, I believe it was like maybe 51% in Rotten Tomatoes, making it the lowest in Lord of the Rings film, even lower than the third Hobbit film, which was like 59%. I would probably give Lord of the Rings, War of the Horheimen probably a 6 out of 10. Like, it wasn't a great film. It wasn't a bad film either. It was a okay film, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's my score. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what your thoughts are on the Lord of the Rings film when you go see it. Feel free to go into details you want. So, anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And stay tuned for my movie review on Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Peace.